thing on my monitor. I couldn't see my buttons.
We used to march, like our marching band, when I was doing drumline. We used to drive down to Valley Fair.
Get this out of here.
Yeah. Well, your parents live like 45 minutes north of my parents.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, sweet. Happy Friday, people. I went from like 20 minutes ago looking like it was going to be nice and sunny to rain. Fun. Anyway, happy Friday. My main goal here is to I should make sure. How do you work? Yeah, okay. My main goal here is I want to get this done. I don't want to really start anything new with BronyCon and stuff next week. So once this is done, it's just going to be impromptu stuff or whatever until we're done. So thankfully I don't have to work tonight that I know of. I hope not. So but I can't remember how far along this is. I think it's just eyebrows and some minor cleanup stuff. I thought I needed to get control of her eyes.
Prettier than me. I will find them. I will follow them.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it for Starlight, aren't I? Oh no. Kind of. Actually, I think they're almost fine as it is.
Unicorn.
Actually, I'm gonna need this up. We have a guest over, so I'm be able to swap play ability stuff. I used to be able to just stream it through the same through the same audio thing, but I have 2 sound cards now and I haven't figured out how to make that work. So
If there are any unicorns, if there are any unicorns, if
I think there needs to be something more at the beginning here, actually.
if there,
Hello. How you doing?
there are any,
I will do it like this. So where's her head? There we go. There. She needs a mustache. We could actually. I don't know. Do I have a mustache? Mustache. The only problem I have with the mustache is, normally they're not gonna have any bones to them. I would want something that like bounced. If that's bounce. Is it hot over there? That has a mustache, but no. No, that includes too much, and it wouldn't even work if I wanted it. It's too big. There is one from Pinky, isn't there? I thought somebody made one for Pinky. I swore that there was one. That's not. I thought it's 3D, and then it was maybe a G. Oh, maybe just try Pinky. There we go. Oh, it's just a picture. That might be digitally added. Okay, so that's. It might be in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna dig too long for it. Ooh, this one might work. Took a little bit, but I think we found one. I think that would work. Looks so stupid.
There's a lot of freedom here, at least, where the houses are few far between expensive, but there are still some.
If there are any unicorns prettier than me, I will find them. I will follow them.
So here it kind of goes into her mouth. So you have to go like here maybe?
And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
I don't know, it doesn't really work on her.
Any unicorns prettier than me?
Here I think it kind of works. But other than that, no. I'll keep it around just because why not? But it's gotta be big. That's what makes a glorious misfortune.
Prettier than me? If there are...
Okay, I was gonna add a little...
If there are... If there...
Throw her head up a little bit here, or throw it down a little bit.
There are... If there are... If there are... If there are any... If there are any... If there are any... If there are... If there are any unique... If there are any unique... If there are... If there are any unique...
That's better. The only time I work on this episode on here, this is my motivation.
Unicorns prettier than me?
I have her eyes.
Than me?
Oh. I'll have to make sure I watch this.
And me?
Oh, sure. No, I play the tree. That is a white
Well,
I will.
I already did.
I will. I will. I will. I will find. I will find. I will find them. I will find me. I will find them. I will follow them. We will follow them. We will follow them.
She doesn't look angry enough right here.
Follow them. And follow them. No. And follow them. Follow them. And follow them. Follow them.
Something still seems off. It might be the lighting.
Follow them. And no. We'll follow them.
Let me do this.
Follow them. Follow them. and no one will follow them. And no, follow them. I find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see. No one will ever see those unicorns again. No one will. No one will. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Actually, I went through the whole video in a lot of detail. If you go back to the stream after BronyCon last year, I went into like super detail with every light. I think check that, because that would actually probably be, it's like almost a full hour of me covering it. Oh, Buzz.
Unicorns prettier than me.
Oh god, it's the rarity.
It's the rarity again.
What'd you expect?
If there are
Is she still creepy?
I expected screaming.
Um,
Is
she still creepy, or is she...
she's always creepy.
Oh, hey,
It's
Sarah.
rarity.
What a wall of text. Sarah.
Huh?
Good to see that you got off work. Or wait, I think you work Fridays.
I don't know. I should probably finish the episode.
Why did that?
What's happening in it?
and me.
Well, you're off this weekend finally. Nice.
For some reason, I thought you had the cat in your hands. I have no idea. I just looked over. It was cat was there, and then I looked back. It was gone.
What?
I'm like, wow.
I haven't had the cat at all. But
I know. That's what you're saying.
I bamboozled you. The cat was here, but no one saw.
Than me.
I am making rarity things.
She looks so dignified and pompous at the same time.
Probably should. Well, she sounds like Spy.
What happened to her eyebrows? Oh, it's the little flex bones.
This
bone
is the
flex.
default.
It
This
looks
is
like
the
it looks.
default.
Yeah, but the flex bones there for a second looked like her skin, so it looked like she had like dashed eyebrows.
No, I'm trying to blend it but I'm just making it less angry.
Or more angry. Angry eyes.
Than me.
Yeah, you probably haven't seen what this is.
I think I've seen the snippets that Sarah showed me, as well as
Prettier.
other things.
Here. Let's see if you can.
Prettier.
Yeah, so here, like, echo through that for a little bit, but it's really short.
Unicorns prettier than me. I will find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
So,
Where is she? She has hammer. There we go. They're screaming. That never gets old. Holy shit! It's raining. All of a sudden. Okay.
I don't need to close it all the way. Anyway. Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. Hope you didn't leave your windows open. You're not sure?
Nope. No, I didn't.
All right, we're good.
We're all okay. So who's all watching? We got people's. I can see Sarah, but I don't see anybody else. Is Kel here? Kelton's.
Does that echo at all? Having it go through that? I just want to make sure it's. It probably does a little bit, but we're scared.
She is terrified. What is that little cheek bounce?
Oh, it's probably the jiggles. I thought I locked hers.
I think the cheek jiggle is happening right there.
Oh, I locked I liked her jiggles for her hair, but I have the models separate. So technically, it was not. Wait, no, her cheeks shouldn't jiggle.
Oh.
Oh no, they do have cheeks. Oh, they're okay. They were in a different folder, so they probably shouldn't have any jiggles.
Or all the jiggle.
Yeah, nothing should jiggle.
Her jowls. They flap like wings.
Okay, good.
I just gonna admit.
Those unicorns again.
I don't know what that reminded me of. I think that might have reminded me of like a Family Guy skit where like he would just be standing there all stoic and then his like cheeks would be like a little wet skin flapping noise. Oh god, that was actually pretty good. Also terribly unexpected.
See those.
No, originally I wanted to like give her more detail, but it ended up being just funnier to have her like blank stare and just the head because it's the heavies.
I like Coco. She has the hammer. How can she pick that up?
That's the joke.
It's so big.
I'm probably gonna lighten it up a little bit more.
I was about to say it looks a little dark.
I wanted it to originally make it so that she stood out. Otherwise, I think everybody's gonna just look at Coco. And so I wanted to try to make it stand out for more.
Like you're trying to use the old gamify trick of light and
yeah. So, but I think
it looks a little weird being so dim though.
Yeah, I tried to balance it out, but that's what I was gonna do. Is one of the things I wanted to do here. So I probably could put this one up quite a bit, and then
bump it up, pump and jam.
See if this works. So with lighting, it's try one thing and then just keep poking at the rest of it to balance it.
Oh, don't I know?
There we go. That's why it wasn't working.
That looks much better.
Yeah, I just want to make her stand out.
Giving it some day glow, and then that makes that actually looks a lot better. It's like she's sneezing. It's like she's sneezing. She's a machine gun.
Foolish
Lay down suppressive samurai. Foolish samurai. Lay down suppressive fire. Reloading.
It's like she's like beatboxing. Like that face right there. I don't know. I just like that face.
That's a good face.
So
She's Chinese Glimmer.
And then we originally because we wanted to make bat rarity, so we did
Bat rarity?
where did I get rid of it?
Oh, hello, Kit Kat. Argo was hallucinating you earlier.
Yeah. Did I get rid of it?
The Time War flashbacks.
Oh, there we go. So we had. Well, that's just the base. Oh, okay. Well, I think I might have got rid of the actual wings, but we gave her. We made her a bat.
Oh, that's cool.
Not for that part, but. It's bad.
She's bit.
So the most important thing I have to do is basically her eyebrows, because I haven't actually done anything with them. It was like, I think...
Did you change your Wi-Fi?
No. We changed it like November, but that was not a change of password or anything. It was just a change of router.
It's the muffin button. It says it's trying to connect. I don't know what's going on.
I'm using it all for streaming.
How could you possibly? You have like a gig of internet. You cannot possibly be using that much.
I'm streaming at 4K at 120 frames per second.
You are not.
No, I'm streaming at...
OBS can't even possibly do that. It would scream in terror.
It's 1920, and I think because I scale it my monitor to 1920 every time because I don't want to stream it at 2K.
I'm gonna just drop my phone. Being dumb.
I'm kind of sad that I have the bat wings, but they're I'm gonna put that over here. Whoa, bat wings, you're way out there. Okay.
Come back, bats.
They're locked. It must have been an error. Like I must have done something and it messed it up. Oh, we did find rarity 2. You can do
Are any unicorns prettier than me?
She is pretty.
I will find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Why does that look so ridiculous? I don't know what happened. What is happening?
I don't know. But it's the
beautiful.
It's the mirrored mane, which comes in handy, but I didn't realize you could have both on at the same time, and so that was glorious.
It does look good on her.
Like you probably did it with everybody then. Oh, hold on. I have to try this with Fluttershy.
I was about to say Fluttershy. She's literally just looking out through like little V.
Nope. Get out of Verdi.
Look how cute she is. She's adorable. Look at how angry Verdi is. Oh wow. She looks like some dude from like the 1980s who was riding a motorcycle. She has like some one of those guys who has like a jean jacket and like sunglasses.
If there are any unicorns prettier than me, I will find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Best part is that both mains are being stupid.
She has heart hair.
Them.
This doesn't work for her.
Hair flutters.
Just look at all that hair.
It's so much hair.
She's probably gonna have neck problems in life. All right.
Get the Wi-Fi? I get the Wi-Fi. Okay, I get Wi-Fi. I just
now.
need to be reset. Yeah, the phone just need to be reset, I guess.
All right. Where is my?
I am certainly helping your workflow by being here.
No, that's fine. I hate doing eyebrows.
Why?
They're just tedious. I already went through and did the ears and the mane and the back mane and the tail and all the other jiggles.
Is it just because you do it last, or is it because you don't like the eyebrows?
I think just also because I've spent lots of hours learning all the other stuff and I don't spend any time on these, so it's newer to me.
So what kind of references do you use? Do you use 2D animated references for where to put eyebrows, or do you just kind of give it a good old try hard guess?
If I go and look up references, that takes time. And also most of the times when I try to find references, it's hard to find exactly what I want. So I just kind of eyeball it and guess.
So I think most of the time, unless you're like moving from one expression to another expression, your eyebrows would probably not,
it mainly
go a ton.
Mainly it's closing.
Oh, just for closing your eyes, yeah.
Because you're gonna have your eyebrows move then, so that's the important part. And also having everything mistimed and moving separately just looks better in general. But like here, she closes her eyes into a partial squint, so I would think that the eyebrow would probably go into a squint like that.
Might be a little too deep.
Oh, there, yeah, like that maybe.
Yeah, because you still have to have the tear duct area that doesn't get a squint into.
Well, there is a squint version, but it's harder to work with. So
No, that looks right.
So here, I probably want to have it bounce a little bit. Maybe like that. Actually, I think maybe the same on both sides. So then I think going down to this, because her eyes close a little bit before then. So this would be closing right there. So this there, probably go. Then. Yeah, that subtle makes less work.
Yeah, I would think with the main thing with the eyebrows is that you kind of like just stare at them for too long, and it's kind of like looking at a side view mirror on a car. It's like you don't see them until you really look at them, and you're like, wait a minute, every car has side view mirrors, and then you start like having a minor freak out in traffic.
Like here, her eyes technically close all the way, but not on a squint.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, eyebrow. Oh, I could probably make it go away because she's not actually angry here. Oh, I don't want to do that. I no matter what, want to bring it back. Oh, I probably should also make sure I'm watching this. So that I can probably have it. This is the one thing I always found more difficult to figure out is the timing for, or how to make eyebrows go away if you want them to go away. I really don't think
To make them disappear.
Yeah, because the easiest way is to literally just put them in at this point. But I think that's your this part of your eye, not this part. So I think it looks weird. And normally it's not a big deal, but her blueness has a problem.
In the fact that it scrunches?
No, that it shows your edge.
Oh, so it's showing where your eyebrow maybe should or should not be?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
probably can just do that. But I probably want to also change. I'm gonna go do this real quick. Change the expression. Because I don't know, just a normal close, so probably just remove some of the angry.
Less anger. More contemplative.
I might do that because it's kind of, and then it curves with the blue.
Yeah. Yep, I like it. I think it fits. Because she's not supposed to be angry at the end. She's supposed to be like...
Well, this face is kind of...
Well, that one, yes. But then, like, here, like, she goes to... Like, me, and then she kind of... Like, you would think there would be kind of a release after that.
Well, and here I would have her eyebrows actually go too far up. Go like that's too far in clipping. No, that's too slidey. It's gotta be a quicker. I think that works. I just want to try something. It's just too quick. I'll fix it though. I think this needs to go higher here. Maybe put some surprise in there.
Because it's at the end of her release of her anger and then release. So, I think she wouldn't have so much of the angry eyes.
But she's always angry. Have you seen this horse?
Constant anger. Fury building.
Let's see if I can turn it a little bit more and move it down.
She won't have to be jealous for long. She's gonna kill everyone else. All the other pretty unicorns.
That got blended too far out. I think it still got blended too strongly too far. I think it works, but I want to have less of it, not as strong. I think even her eyes, I want to keep wider longer.
Me? Prettier than me? And me? And me? And me? And me? Me?
It's the Roadrunner.
And me? And me? And me? And me? I prettier than me. I will.
She's hangry. She needs a Snickers.
I would. Me. I man me. 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 I will find them. Unicorns prettier than me. Unicorns prettier than me. Me.
I think even her upper face I can probably blend a little bit more here. She'll be like letting out a slow fart.
Oh yeah. It's like dropping a bomb on Hiroshima.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had the wrong one. That's why it wasn't working. Actually, okay, that might work, and I'll just move this over.
Me.
I think I know what I'm looking for, but I'm just trying to get it. I think I just need to make her entire everything a little earlier.
Just move the timing back just a touch.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure. Grabbing the right bits.
Here than me.
It's a little too far.
Here than me. Here than me. Prettier than me.
That's
Here
better.
than me. Here than me. I will sing me.
Yeah, I like that a bit
Here
more.
than me. Prettier than me. Here than me. Here than me.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Prettier than me. Prettier than me.
Okay, I thought I saw a main issue.
Prettier than me.
Just a clicking issue. Here too with the foot, but whatever.
Prettier than me.
That's fine. I'm trying to do eyebrows.
Prettier than me. I will.
Okay.
I will. I will find them.
I don't know why I mess with the eyes here.
I will. I will follow them.
She's got a stuttering brow.
Fuck.
Will find them. I will follow them. I will. I will flew. I will flew.
I
I will fludia.
I will flew. I will follow flew. I will follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
Oh, that is the best utility in SFM. Just the ability to rewind the audio and the animation at the same time.
Actually, I wonder.
Look at that face. It's tilted orbs.
Actually, I wonder on that jaw. I might be able to pump it out a little bit here.
Follow them. Follow them.
Give her a little more flair.
Because it's cartoon, so
Yeah.
there already is a lot of that. Like, from
Well, she has, because, yeah, if you push the draw out just that little bit, even give a little more articulation on the end. Yep. On the
well, I
on
think
that
it's-
last quarter.
I
Well,
think-
because even that push out, that was just a small little bit. It was what, one unit.
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
What does it look like from the actual angle? Because the work chewing on my own lip. Because the follow around is very much Looney Tunes. Looks like she's trying to like get a bunch of tobacco. Like she's like ready to dip.
yeah, because it's right here that I feel it needs to be out.
Yeah. Well, it's.
I think it's blue. Actually, I need. Nope, it's green. I think it might be.
I don't think it needs to go so much side to side, but I definitely think the. Like it's kind of like almost giving her like what you would assume would be like a lisp at the end of her syllable. Damn. Because you're right, it is cartoony, so like giving it a bit of like whoop flair since it's so quick.
It has to be here. And the problem is here. This is 2 frames, so it doesn't even show it going in.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fall off.
Follow them. Follow them. We will follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
That looks better. That little tweak that you did right there was good.
Looks weird from this angle, but that's not the point.
I will follow them. And no, I will follow them. And no one will act them. And no. No one.
Yeah, that'll work. And then I will put this some more stretch.
And no one.
That looks a little better. No wait. Yeah, let's do that.
No one will ever.
She's, you're
Good
eyeing her
old
food,
grandma.
you're eyeing her food bowl.
Get away from Rarity Kibble. Oh, she's a snake. Oh dear.
Goes from old grandma to snake to bat.
Oh yeah. E.
This was one I didn't like that one, but I couldn't.
Those
Right in the beginning of that.
The S, but
Unicorns again.
where is it this one? Yes.
Again.
Yeah, as well.
Come back
Beep, beep.
That works. Yeah, I need more tongue. Yeah.
Yep, that was good.
Will find them. I will find them. Find them. It will find them. Find them.
Just, I know there's little things I can fix, so I'm trying to, might as well do it. Like them would probably have more pucker.
Find them. Find them. Find them. There. There.
Maybe do this.
There. Find them.
It's a little better.
Find them. I will find them. I will follow them. Follow
That was the one I really
follow
wanted.
them. Follow them.
Holla.
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
Holla, holla. Holla, 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 holla.
Chappelle. I like right at the end there.
Our feet. Les fodias at our feet. Or
It's just the little head bob.
our feet.
Feet.
The feet. Our feet. Our feet.
I will find them. I will find.
Okay, back to eyebrows.
She's speaking German. It's French. It's definitely French.
German/French. It's pretty bad if you can't tell the difference between French and German. One screams and the other one's like singing while talking.
Ich habe keine Manieres. And then the other one's like, wo bist? No, that's still German. Wo bist du?
It's
How are you? Wo bist du?
See, that's why we had all the wars, because it was because Germans always sound angry and French always sound happy.
Yeah, they were totally cool with them.
Yeah,
having the person assassinated, but like we didn't know.
They were asking.
That was the round.
They were asking for a spot of tea, but it just came out. You guys can Morgan.
Exactly. Hitler
Yes.
wasn't even screaming about the Jews. He was screaming that he loved the Jews. It's just that they couldn't get it through with all of the angry sound. That was a terrible joke. I'm gonna walk that one back. I was going somewhere, and I had the thought in my mind that I could make that one work, but that one.
I was letting you have your moment, because like when you go and run for president in the future, we can just come back.
Oh yeah. Everybody in the world is gonna be like, oh yeah, Mr. President,
Find
we
them.
remember your days as a brony. Yeah, those were good.
I will.
That just sounded like Russian. It did sound like Russian a little bit. That's okay. A lot less sukabliats, but you know.
I will.
I think I put that
Needs
one
more suka.
a little too high.
I will. I will.
Okay, so I'm okay with going up with these.
Have them equal.
I will. I will. I will.
As long as up until this, if you open your eyes there, I'm gonna have it constant drop.
I will.
Yeah, okay. Go to there maybe.
I will find them. I will. I will find them. I will.
That actually turned out better than I thought it was going to. So we'll leave that. Ooh. Maybe not like that. Like this. Oh, I must have accidentally grabbed this one too when I did that. Okay. Can't go that low. Gotta match with the blue.
But I will find me. I will find them. I will. I will. I will find them. Find them.
It's like when you get that sneeze and it's just not coming. I had one of those earlier today.
Oh really?
Where it was
That's,
like, it was everything up until
Until the sneeze and then.
the sneeze, and so I just sounded ridiculous because my boss nicknamed the room I'm in the fishbowl because for some reason it's a big room and everybody tries to stay quieter. So anytime anybody talks, everybody can hear it. So like even as like that, it was like the highlight of that 5 minutes.
Jeez. It's the fishbowl. That's funny.
Yeah, it's just...
God, my office has never been quiet any day that I've worked there ever.
I was laughing yesterday because when I originally moved into that room, I was the only one there, so I had free picks of seats, and so I picked a seat. But over time, I came in one day and somebody had taken it, so I went and took a different one. But then he kept coming back to that desk, and then like a couple weeks later, somebody else took my other spot, so I ended up getting to where I am, and then I started leaving shit. And so the guy that took my first spot, which is now the guy I report to almost every day for stuff, the other day he's like, yeah, I have to leave some stuff here because I'm afraid somebody's going to take my spot. And I'm like, you do know that used to be my spot. And the lady that was right there had been there the whole time. She goes, yeah, I used to sit there. He's like, well, I kind of feel like a dick.
Oh, I feel like a dick. Did you see it with that inflection too, or?
He's one of those guys with a super dry sense of humor and does really well with it. Has that perfect face.
I gotcha.
We were in a call once, but the only time I got him to like literally cry laugh, or I didn't, but he was cry laughing. So we were in a call, and one of the other guys in the call was on the screen, and he goes and he had a phone call, but he calls in for the call, so it's on the other line. So he's afraid to put us on hold because if he does, then the hold music plays. So he's in a panic. So he's trying to figure out. So he has his headset here, and he has his other phone here, and it goes like this. And he has a serious face on, like panicking with phones all over his head. It looks like the ladies with the switchboards and the thingies, like doing this. He's just like this, and he was crying like because what is John doing? And it was a live call, so like one of the ladies in the middle of talking, she stops and goes, "Did I miss something?"
Oh boy!
But it just this. What I don't understand when you do this and then you do this.
The brain had a switch for a moment.
like I didn't hear this out of my right ear. I wonder if my left ear will work any better.
Well, I do. Well, that's kind of the thing that I do with Arma. Even this is a stupid story, but like kind of not a story, but a stupid anecdote. But like when you have radio channels, you have one radio channel in one ear and one radio channel in the other ear, and then somebody switches it on you. You are absolutely confused as hell. You're trying to like swap around radio channels over to different ears and stuff.
Find them.
I feel like I know that guy's pain just a little bit.
Find them.
Because I asked him about it later. That's what I was. Because I'm like, what was with the thing? He goes, I didn't want to put you on hold, and so I was like, what do I do? So he ended up just like calling him back on his cell phone.
But just wrap it around your neck, pull it taut, and then put it in the crook of your arm.
I mean, the guy's one of those. He was a vice president for the job he's doing now for a different company. So but he's basically retired. So he just did it because I'm bored. So I'm just going to go and help run this whole big project because it's easy compared to what I normally do. And so he doesn't care. He knows everything. You have a question, he has an answer. And so this is like him just walking through a job, but he's also super chill and super cool. So I'm not worried about that. But he's just goofy.
I will find them. I must find them.
Really, any of this audio you could just fuck with. Let's see if I can do like a little turn down.
Find them. Find them. We will find them.
No, too smooth.
Find them.
I think actually
I do really love the end pose though, like the facial expression at the end pose is pretty darn solid. I do like it a lot. I know it's not. I know that has no bearing on what you're doing right now, but I just wanted to say that.
Find them. We will find them. We will find them.
too smooth. Eyebrow shouldn't move like that.
Find them.
Yeah, it should be a lot less back and forth, a lot more just straight up and down.
Well, like here, I want to play with a little bit because I think that it does play an important part. So I want to try to have it pull it in a little bit more.
I win them. I find them.
Yeah.
It has a little bounce though.
Well, it has a bounce anyway.
I will. I.
Well, like what you just had, it had a follow though.
I will.
It looks a bit odd there. It looks like it's static on her forehead.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I will.
I think this is off. Let me check the position.
I will. I will. I will.
If I put a little bit of surprise in, the rounding.
I will. I will.
I think it'll work if I don't do quick follow.
I will. I
Yeah, that'll work.
will.
Eyebrows are so tedious because they tie into emotion. Normally I just say fuck it and remove it, but they actually help here. Too lazy.
I will follow them. End them.
John Shep died.
Will.
Who's that?
He's the guy who did Metalocalypse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did he die of?
It doesn't say.
Coffee.
He probably died of just being too fucking awesome for his own good. I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say at all. I don't trust this link that they're have set up here, but he apparently passed away. That's unfortunate. As far as I know, he was just an all-around cool dude, so...
Yeah, like what happened?
He was Metalocalypse?
No. That happened.
Hmm.
Because for somebody like that, like, if it just like he just tripped or something, it'd be... Because you almost hope that it's in some like...
He suffered a stroke.
Oh.
That's really unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. How old is he?
I will follow them.
I think he was in his early 40s.
Can happen to anybody.
He had an incredible... It says here he had an incredibly large arterial clot in it, right next to it, right in his heart, actually.
In his heart?
In his heart.
I thought it was a stroke.
Well, it was... It says... It is
Oh, so it backed up and then it probably went to his brain and...
Well, he had a blood clot removed from his left carotid artery. Also, it was actually in his neck, but the bleeding could not be stopped. Inseparable and catastrophic damage was caused to both hemispheres of the brain. Activity ceased, so he had a stroke.
So
wow,
it was
that's really
random.
unfortunate.
He was going in for stuff and...
Yeah. Well, look, he probably went in with a pre-stroke condition. If he was already getting a clot removed from his carotid artery, he was probably almost dead by the time he got to the table. That's super unfortunate. It doesn't say how old he was. I don't know how old he was.
Wiki.
I would say probably early 40s, maybe.
Wiki.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Wiki's name.
Metalocalypse was fantastic.
Did he still even make it?
Metalocalypse? I think... I'm fairly certain Metalocalypse had a finale, I think. Kind of like Futurama did, I think.
Where everybody died, I'm guessing.
I actually don't know. I never watched long enough.
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
And then there's the generic Twitter reaction to that.
Oh, that's really sad. Like...
Pretty much. There's a bunch of dudes who are like, he's like, rip, and they're just posting Metalocalypse memes, which are okay, but then there's just the random, you know, like, socialite who's like, oh my god, he was a hero to us all, we're gonna miss him. It's like, dude, he was a man who made a cartoon that you know, like, kicked some ass, but, like, don't oversell yourself, like you're actually caring. Wow. Follow them. Follow them. I must follow them. I must follow them with both of my eyes. They've gone two different ways. We must watch all corners of the room at the same time.
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
Mm-hmm.
Prettier than me. I will find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Okay. It's really hard to look at. It's like watching a little retarded cat. Visit her thighs. Follow. She looks crazy. Don't trust her. Da-da.
I will follow them.
It's like when you feel the poop coming on, like
wait. Yes, it comes. That could totally be like, I don't know what that. I'm not sure where I was going with that. That could be something though. Something.
Okay, I'll fix your face rarity. I think I had you actually as this set. What was the other one? Oh yeah, can't actually utilize those because I have to play with something else. So I can you can actually scale them like live, but I don't remember the instructions for how to do it. I had the numbers written down, but I need more than that.
I will follow them.
I think I can even do the same with her. Oh no, I can't. She's using she's not using a augmented. She's using just a normal enhanced.
I will follow them, and I will follow them.
I think there's something that seems off on this part.
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. Follow them.
Songbirds and
Follow them. Follow them. Follow them. I follow them. Will follow them.
I think that I want smaller pupils. I think is what I need, but to do it, I have to get that animated thing.
Really? You think so?
Well, to make her look more manic was the idea, because that's what.
Oh, we're going for manic and not evil intent.
For this one part.
Follow them.
But
okay,
just
see, yeah.
slightly smaller pupils, I think. But I can't remember how to do it.
How is there 23 songbird serenades?
Maybe he's 23. Maybe he's born in 1923.
Is it kind of the thing where it's like ah, god damn it, buttfucker was taken. Let's see how far I have to get up to. That's a lot of usernames.
Don't judge. Don't judge them. Don't judge my viewers. You're cool.
8249.
Well,
No one will. No one.
I don't think I can go too far up with this.
No one will. No one. No one will. No one will ever see those unicorns again.
Here it comes.
He's gonna sneeze. Oh, damn it. Sneeze.
Unicorns. No one will. No one will ever. No one. No.
Okay, I'm back to eyebrows.
I will follow. I will follow them, and no will follow them.
I think I gotta just have those constantly moving down.
And no.
There we go. Nice thing is with all these eye bits, I can just cheat it and find the other one where they're closed.
Snake. 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 Snake.
Sake.
And no one will. And no. And no. No. One will.
Let's try that first. Don't leave.
That was really quick. No. Finally, Gizmo shows up, you jerk.
No one will. No one will. No one will.
Name and
No.
See, Kyle, you sit there just kicking people out of the street, making fun of names.
Making fun of... I'm not doing anything. Maybe I should just leave. Obviously, my hideous countenance is driving people away in droves.
One will.
Or perhaps the dolphin's beautiful countenance is making people leave out of jealousy. Yeah, I saw that.
Because she killed her first. This is the other than with the thing, you probably barely see it, but still.
I saw a tiara.
No one will.
This kind of sounds like Rick.
Morty. I was thinking of something else, but now I've lost it now that you said Rick and Morty.
One will ever see those unicorns.
Okay, don't need that anymore.
Balba.
This angle, that looks weird. Oh, it might be just without the hair too. If anything, I could probably reduce the anger.
Could you reduce the width of the eyebrow?
Kind of.
You can probably scale it, I assume, but like, can you actually directly like take the width of it down?
Kind of. I mean, you can just.
Well, I meant like actually not like shorten them, but like actually like take the breadth of the eyebrow and like actually shrink that down, like make the. Oh, I suppose that works.
That's about the best I would be able to do with it. But then you're playing with fire. I don't think there is. You guys just.
She went Super Saiyan for like half a second.
See those unicorns?
That looks a bit weird. She looks super angry. The eyebrows grow in size, not the hair.
I think it's because if I get they're thick angry. It's just this curve that goes around that's weird.
You mean the tail on the tail up on the end, yeah.
But also, I mean, it might just be because I removed the hair too. I think I might take the eyebrows now that I'm up close and just swap them out to regular angry. Do that. It might be because it's above the blue. I think that's my issue.
It's because it's above the blue.
I'm gonna try and fix that. Or at least not as far above, like maybe right there.
Yeah, that looks better. There's not much as of a pronounced bounce now, though.
Yeah, I can re-add it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can hear it in my head.
I'll see those unicorns again. Unicorn. Unicorn.
Almost done with these stupid eyebrows.
Unicorn.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Stormy here too, and hello. Hello, Michael.
We're not really nasty storms though.
No, it was raining pretty hard though before.
Unicorns again. Unicorns again. Unicorn. Corn. Again. Corn.
It is the corn, yes. It is corn. It's getting close to the season. We only got one more month to go before we start getting really good sweet corn in the grocery stores again. So corn is coming. Corn again. Canned corn again.
Corns again. Corns again.
Oh, hail? Oh, that's not good. Thank God you got that beater of a vehicle out of your driveway, or else we'll get hail damage.
Insurance claim.
Hello, sir. This $410 vehicle needs a $3,000 insurance claim on it. Thank you very much.
I have a $500 deductible. After paying my $500, they gave me a Subway coupon.
I get a free sandwich.
Unicorns again.
Do you want to
Unicorns again.
Yeah, get rid of the green apple ones.
Sure. Do you want the bottle or you want it inside the glass?
Glass. I like my glass. It's nice.
Want it frozen again?
No.
Alright.
unicorns again.
That takes time.
Again.
Now, frozen.
Again.
If I want to go back to the strong with this one.
Again.
No.
Again.
Okay, so I think I went too far down with this. Oh, let's see. That's German. So.
Massey? That's definitely French.
You never know.
I am not breaking stuff. Excuse you. What am I breaking? Come on.
His heart.
I'm breaking. Don't go breaking your heart. Couldn't if I tried. Oh, honey. Getting drunk during the stream seems counterproductive, but it's Kyle, so. What do you mean getting drunk? He is a hardy man. He can drink way more than you think he can.
Was that one bottle?
Yeah, it was one. Yeah, it was one glass. It's because he had one of the 16-ounce cans in a 12-ounce bottle.
Still, I thought that was way more than I was expecting, and that's not green. I'm disappointed.
It is green. The bottle had green wrapping paper on it.
Oh, that is so much sweeter.
I'm breaking bottles, getting drunk and talking pone. That sounds like a fantastic weekend. I want that weekend.
I want that podcast.
I want that podcast too.
Breaking bottles, getting drunk, and talking
pone. I feel like there was a bunch of podcasts back in the day about that.
You're gonna get so many comments in the first one that said, "I misinterpreted this for poon."
Talking poon? No, I'm sorry. I thought you meant prawn. I thought we were gonna talk shellfish. And talking dolphin. All he does is go eat all day.
No, that's bats.
We can get like one of those. Oh god, what's the animation program that Kitsune uses?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the heck it is. It's the program where they have like all the anime characters and they have a 1-to-1 ratio like movement. With it's pretty cheap and it's easy to use. But just have the dolphin like as an anime object. It's
Okay.
Oh, that looks manic.
I'm changing the timing. I'm changing it to a squint like this. Oh, I already had that partially down.
Breaking bottles, getting drunk, and talking pone sounds like a BronyCon like panel, or like a Ciderfest panel. But what would you do? What would you do, man?
It's in the name.
But what would you do? It's the con, man. They're gonna kick you out for breaking bottles, getting drunk, and talking pone. Maybe not the last two, but definitely the first one. They can have glass. You have to have like candy bottles. So we have to eat it off the floor afterwards. Can't have broken glass, only broken candy.
Is there manipulation to her bones? Or is there some other flex activated here? No. She's getting crossover. I might have modified it and not known it.
On the eye?
That's why I have a base horse. I don't think I did though. Yeah, it's not showing any change.
$80 vehicle.
But there is a bone.
Just handmade in paint. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think it's right here. Yep, that's it. I found it.
I'm sure we can animate a really good podcast in Paint. I could help. Argo could help. The Dolphin could help. What would we talk about? Who knows? But we could paint it in terrible, terrible 16-bit or 246, 56-bit.
Boom.
Boop. Crunch.
There. Now it'll work. Now her eyes work. This now. Did I finish them? I didn't.
Boop. No bapping. Or not bap. It was bapping. The plap is still okay. Bap is illegal. Don't you bump at me! Don't you bump at me! Keep your horse mouth closed. We don't swear in this house.
That was a. Good done. But then you cut it before then.
I think it was a little bit better without... Oh, that's okay! Yeah, that's okay! Yeah, that's okay.
But
That's a good cut.
It's this. That'd be the problem.
What? The smearing?
Yeah. And it can reduce...
What's wrong with the smearing?
Because you're not going to be able to see much.
Well, isn't that the whole point of the spin?
No, I think that there might not be enough time to understand what's going on.
No, you have the break, and you know people are gonna pause the video and see what's actually going on.
But I don't like making people have to pause.
But that's after this first watch, because they're going. The humor is that they're going to not know what the fuck just happened, and then they're going to go back and rewatch it. That's the whole point.
It is fun going back to the videos because you can see where people went in the same video back to certain parts. And like when I put on one of them, push 8 for funny, and I would go back to that timestamp in that, and it would be like whoop way up because people hitting 8 and going replay.
Yep. Add a boink sound at the end where everything turns to black. Boink. I'm like thinking of like an old like Wile E. Coyote like boink kind of sound.
No, because to me it's
that's what I think when I hear him saying it.
I've used the phrase before. It's oversaturating comedy. If you put too much stuff in there at once, it goes to. No,
I agree. I agree. Don't put the boink in. But whenever he said that, I was thinking like a Wile E. Coyote like boink. Yeah, if you're gonna add in a boink at the end, the entire thing needs to be way more over the top. Like as it is right now, it's fairly it's very slapstick, and it's ending slapstick.
Yeah, because if you add anything more to that, then the comedy, the main purpose you're building up to is that moment. I don't want to build up to that moment. I want to build up to this. Out of
place. Yeah, the boink could be out of place.
Because then you're putting something funny on top of something that's funny, and then they're like double negatives.
Well, it's oversaturation of like stuff.
We did do it. I probably don't have it anymore. No, where we artificially extended the screams so that we could do the zoom in and go
yeah, well, if it goes on for too long, then it doesn't work.
Well, no, but then at least it adds an. It's not. It's another bit. Like right now, if I did it, it'd be like a half a second of it, and then it's not that great. But then,
what do you mean there was a boink in Looney Tunes? Did you never see Looney Tunes? There was plenty of boinks. There was bonks, bings, bangs, buffs. Anything.
I have an idea. We'll just take. Start right here.
She sounds like a dinosaur. The megalodon cries into the evening night.
Those unicorns again.
He's so happy. Well, it's not a stick, it's a hammer. Her teeth are literally almost snapping out of her head. It's just, you know.
It's okay. She's a strong horse.
Make her roar like a T-Rex. What are those little things? Are those bits?
What?
What the hell is that thing? What's a triangle?
Oh, it's
Is it a
cheer.
bit? It's a cheer? What's a cheer? God, I don't know anything about streaming. God, I know negative information on
Make her
streaming.
roar like a T-Rex. Okay, I can do that. Hold on, I was gonna do something else, but we can get to that in a minute.
Hammer is just a stick with an extra bit. It is, yes, that is correct, but it's still a hammer.
Like Mitch says with his block of metal at the end of his stick.
Yes, it is metal on end of stick. Effective yet simple. Even the cavemen knew how to tie a rock to the end of a board. You have to have the high end though. Like that. What if you just overlaid like Spike's graw? Do it again. Oh my god, that was great actually. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Oh god. Oh boy.
I forgot it's locked to the camera.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh boy. The forward thrust into the guttural roar is just... Oh boy. That's fantastic. And here we see the Tracheosaur calling for another of its kind. Yeah. Oh boy.
Slow build up.
Oh yeah. Kind of sounds like a bear now. Yeah, it's a bear. It's a bear now. And here we see the mating bones of a the bear.
Okay, I gotta go back.
The
before I
Alaskan
can lose it.
wilderness. Oh, no, we're still there. Keep going. No. Glimmy, no.
Alright, it's gone now.
There we go. We're back to normality again. Glimmy, no. No megalodon, Glimmy, no.
Glimmosaurus.
Mm-hmm. Glimmosaurus is pretty darn good. That's what we need. That's what someone needs to make is an art of a Glimmosaurus.
Alright, now back to what I was gonna do. Actors, Coco, let's get her sledgehammer here.
He-Man in that fucking thing. Oh, she looks so cute when she's trying to kill somebody. Oh yeah, you still have a lot to work to do on Coco if you're not gonna just keep her in
No,
a
I'm gonna
static
keep her pretty.
pose.
No, I'm gonna keep her pretty static. She's. I don't want her doing too much because then she's gonna stand up.
You aren't gonna have like do a little rise on her back hooves and then kind of start to swing as it cuts.
No, because then because then she's moving more than Starlight.
The Starlight one,
and it's just gonna be too much at once. So
gotcha.
I'm trying to balance it out.
That makes sense. Keep getting him some drinks until he starts to make back animation choices. I think we all know who's doing the real drinking around here, Michael, apparently. Can't English correctly on the internet. And Michael, you know. Yay! I get to kill someone. She's so happy. She gets to kill. Her first blood. Mike, stop drinking milk. He's a little like power drill noise going on.
They call me the spinner. Well, I forgot her actual like lower body's included in that, so she just.
Oh, her little tie's going around. No, Sir, you are correct. The heavy scream literally never gets old. I don't know what that dude gargled to make that scream, but he did it well. Probably honey. And milk. Coco, no. Coco, no. Coco, no.
Can I not grab all of you?
Michael. She was dead, sorry, goddammit. Michael.
Oh,
She was dead
I
the
think-
moment she walked in the front door.
I think Coco is actually dead.
Was Coco dead? What happened? Why?
No, Coco is alive.
What do you mean? Did you freeze her bones after a certain time marker? Or?
No, I was just checking to see because she's not able to. I wasn't moving the stuff before, but now it is. It's weird. So it's not moving all of her. It's like that's why it's weird. Oh, that's why I'm just being stupid. We'll just do
again.
I think she just
Thump,
needs she just needs to do jitter at this.
There you go.
This is
A little jitter in there.
oh yeah, it was
They call her Coco Pummel. Coco Pummel. Oh, that's bad.
well, her name is Coco Swamel
It's Swomel there, but she pummels. So it's
because-
Coco Pummel.
because she needs to be to carry the big hammer.
That's a bad pun. I don't like it. It's too good. Look at her little cute, adorable face of like waiting for approval. Like she's like, can I
Brush
kill
your
it?
teeth. Brush your teeth
Brush the teeth.
with wood.
Okay.
We'll never see those unicorns
He
again.
starts seeing shavings hit the floor.
I was wondering if there's anything else I really need to do.
If there are any unicorns prettier than me, I will find them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Yeah, I was just about to say
And
her left side is just a, or sorry, right side is just a bit
Still a little bit
dark.
I think it's one of these. Technically, this.
Did you use a volumetric light for it, or do you use a flat light?
Volumetric? No, there's no volumetric. That would make fog.
Right.
Me, I will find them.
I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of Arma now. Fuck that program.
Because I want to make. I don't want to. I want to maintain some depth. So I'm being careful. I was actually even at like here. I have specific lights aimed just at these areas because this thing was so damn dark. It was like this.
Oh yeah. Well, I think even still, like the curtains, like I guess it kind of fits the theme of like kind of being a little bit less like bright and happy, a little more dark and moody because she's talking about killing other unicorns.
Well, originally I was thinking about having it where, I can get to this in a sec here. I just want to try to lighten up that whole back area. That would be too bright. There we go. Originally, if I get these over here, move these out. There was these lights.
Oh, it was
I
super
will
dark.
find them.
Because originally it wasn't going to have the ending bit, but then because I had the ending bit, but I was thinking about like having it fade to this as it went, like the lighting came down on her, but it wouldn't work because it would go too dark or something. So
Yeah.
It's why would you think that she'd have the crown?
I think there's a bit of a discrepancy. My vision here, there is a bloom here as well as back here, but there is nothing up in this corner because the light is coming down from this here. I mean, like it's coming down from top on because you can see the bloom here and then here. You would think there would be just a little bit of a hint on top of that.
Something adding extra depth to that area.
Yeah. Why Twilight's crown is on that mannequin behind Rarity is wearing Twilight's crown. Now, why would she have that? Because she killed Twilight? I'm pretty sure. He's already told me this. Or he hinted at it. And it makes sense within the 15-second video?
It's supposed to just be back there as if you notice it, hey, look, funny. But,
It's funny. How much have you drank? Your sentences are running together?
It's just
not
us.
a lot.
So you thinking like that, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add one more thing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think giving a little bit back to the that corner. It was too flat in shadow, at least. Yeah, that was much better.
Well, that looks better from that way. I gotta make sure. From this way, it doesn't though.
No.
So I think I'm fine with just the first one. Just gotta make sure. I think her eyes now, because I turned up the lights, are too bright. I'm okay with this side being too bright. Well, even that, I could probably turn that down a little bit. That's, no. That one. Maybe that's better. Probably turn up the cocoa light a little bit. I didn't name it cocoa light. Did I? Oh, I did. It's here. But if I turn up the, I can't really turn up the cocoa light because if I do, I think it's maybe just our ambient. That helped. I wonder if I can do at least a little bit with the camera here. I don't know. I think it's just going to be better keeping it as it is. Yeah, I'd have to like super zoom in to make that work.
Yeah, I think it was good the way it was. Yeah.
If you really like the scream, we'll do this.
It just went silent. She sounds like a radar dish. Now it's Morse code.
It sounds like a busy signal.
It's a busy signal. She is connecting to the internet.
Please try again later.
Your mom's on the phone. The landline is down. You can't get on the internet. Try again later.
Trying to think if there's anything else I need to... Oh, actually, there's one thing I have to worry about. Technically, I need to separate the cameras because this camera right now is just the same camera moved. Wait, I'm not... I shouldn't do it that way.
How do you mean? You mean you have a...
Because if you zoom...
You have a snap?
If you go... Because right now, if you go zoom in all the way in, you can see that they don't... It's not a one-to-one. Like, instant, it's an actual has to move, which means that usually you'll get one frame of motion blur. So,
I see what you're saying.
but if you cut it, then you'll have the eye close issue because right now her eyes are closed here, so I'll have to render it separately to have her eyes closed. There and
then
there.
And then there.
Yeah, they're all closed.
Yeah.
So that's the only difficult part. This isn't
Yeah.
good. That's not a cut.
No.
That's just an actual move. Just doesn't roll.
The game.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do in here. think it's doing
There are
pretty
any
good.
unicorns prettier than me. Unicorns prettier than me. Prettier.
I thought about doing a head shake right here,
Prettier than me. Unicorns prettier.
but I think that it would take too much effort to fix the hair to make that work.
Yeah, she kind of, her head kind of just goes like this. It goes down and back up right now.
Me. Prettier than me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
Unicorns prettier than me. Unicorns prettier than me. And me. Than me. Prettier than me. Prettier than me. Than me. Than me. Than me. I will hear that.
I think that a bounce might help a little bit.
Me. I will.
The fall off on that bounce is a bit much because it looks like her head kind of just starts to pull back into her neck.
And me.
If you can cut the bounce on the tail.
Me. And me.
Or
It's kind of because her cheeks kind of start to fall back into her neck.
I think it's,
I will.
I think would actually work is if I just hide it falling back in other bits. Kinda. So I'm gonna go a lot,
And me.
and then utilize this to drop it just a little.
And me.
There you go.
And me. I will.
The cheeks still definitely like fall.
Prettier than me. Prettier
Well,
than me.
The cheeks do, but that's because it's just the actual cheekbone.
I will find them. I will find.
Just try, like I already added some here. I'm just trying to see if I can add more.
I will find them. I will find. Find them. Find. We find them. Find them. We'll find them.
Okay, so maybe with. And then if I did without,
We'll find them. We'll find them.
I like it with.
We'll find them. We'll find them. Find them. Find them. I find them.
Oh, I thought I
Find
could
them.
cancel out the motion. I can be able to. Actually, what if I do it here?
Find them. I will find them. I find them. I will find them. Find them. I will follow them. Follow them.
Fix that here separate.
Follow them. We will follow them. We'll follow them. I will follow them. Follow them. follow them.
Yeah, I'm not noticing too much there.
Follow them. And no one. And no one. And
This one, it might be subtle, but I'm gonna add. This.
and no one.
No, it looks weird.
Yeah.
It's casting a shadow on the base leg where it's
Well, the
kind
lights
of-
aren't on right now.
No, it's creating a crease in the model. It's creating a cast shadow. Yeah.
And no one.
It looks fine. You can't hardly see that motion anyway for the shoulder, unless you were to throw it after the zoom.
And no one. And no one will. And no one. And no one. And no one will. And no one will.
Kind of like the extra throw.
And no one will. And no one will. And no one will ever
Yeah, it looks
see
way more
those.
fluid.
I wonder if I should do it the other side here too.
Give it a little more toss.
Yeah, it's I already had the motion. Just add the extra toss.
Yep.
Ever see? Will ever see?
Less
No one will ever
less
see.
lateral and more like diagonal up and straight over.
What
Kind
if
of
I
like
could
you're doing
just
like a little parabola up and over.
I think I might actually see if I can just shift the head.
Will ever see? Will ever see?
That actually might work.
Will ever see? Will ever?
Yeah,
Will
give it a little
ever
bit of a
see?
hoof.
Will
Not a girlfriend.
Crack.
ever see?
That's too
Ever
much.
see? Will ever see?
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Will ever see? Will ever see?
No.
Will ever see? Will ever see those unicorns again? And no one will. And no.
I already have a dip here.
And no one will. And no one will.
I think
And
I'll
no
leave that
one
one
will
as it is.
ever see those unicorns.
'Cause it's-
See those unicorns. Or see those. Ever see those. Ever see.
I just feel like she's staring too much, but I feel like that's kind of what's supposed to be creepy about it.
And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
No, it's fine.
Never gets over.
No, I don't think
Make it
staring
sound
is a
higher?
problem.
Making it making a lower pitch is easy because by stretching it gets lower, but then it takes more time. If I make it a more higher pitch,
You'd have to speed it up really fast.
well, actually, it doesn't take much.
the clip is only
if I go
so
to
long,
30% faster.
though. What does that sound like? No, the that sounds like something that I've heard before. It sounds incredibly familiar. Oh my god, I know what it's from. It's from Worms Armageddon.
Oh yeah.
It's from fucking Worms Armageddon.
Well, how do you think?
What?
How do you think they got the?
How did
voices?
I get? Yeah, exactly. How did I get the? Wow.
There you go.
I can't believe I pulled that one out of my fucking brain space. I haven't played that game in 13 years. That is totally the Worms. That is the Worm scream. Wow,
It was
that's
heavy.
weird.
Heavy did the worm.
Heavy to the
scream.
Worm scream. That's weird. That's super fucking weird.
So I think
If there are any
this beginning is not going to be this whole beginning too. It's going to start probably around here.
If there are any unicorns prettier than me, I will fight.
I think I want to give more shady eye movement.
The unicorns prettier than me. Me. Me.
Oh,
But
maybe not. feel like this is like a spot that could use it.
I
already have some.
I will find them. I will.
We were having fun earlier too. We're doing
We will find them.
Eat. Eat.
We will.
I'm just gonna move it to this one again. Do that, and then
Find them. I will. I will find them. I will find them.
I will find them. I will find them.
I will find them.
I will find them. I will find them.
Find them. I will find them.
Yeah. Yep.
And no one will ever.
I'll find them. I will find them.
Unicorns that see those unicorns that
General Zod? Yeah, pretty much.
I will find them, and no one will ever find them again.
Find them.
No one will ever find them again.
we can't really do much about that.
Nah, you'd have to redo all the audio, but though you could totally do like a Kung Pao version of it, where it's like she's just speaking, and this is like, "Hi."
And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
We are swinging ventriloquists.
I think this is all done then.
swing a bit less.
So I don't think I can add anything more to it.
Unicorns prettier than me. I will
At least not
find
without
them,
just nitpicking the crap out of it.
and no one will ever see.
The follow them on the mouth movements looks just like half second or
Well,
quarter second behind.
Unicorns prettier than me.
this
I will find them. I will follow them, and no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Yeah, the find them.
Me, I will find them.
It looks like she's
I
just
will-
a
here,
tad
I will
bit-
find them.
there.
Yeah, it
I will
almost.
find them.
Oh, maybe not.
It's when you turn the
It's-
lights on. It's
Pretty
everything's
like
kind of
me.
weird
I will find them. I will follow them, and
because it's just lower frame rate.
Yeah.
The only thing I needed to do now was
find my
take here and go boop, boop, and boop. Then go to our camera here and go, and that did not work. Some of these were off by just a teeny tiny bit. I'm gonna have to cheat it. Use cheating powers. That one works. Does this one work? That one works. I just want to make sure that this doesn't start with a bunch of blur because it's trying to calculate some motion that doesn't exist. Okay, there. Now,
If there are any
This would be how it
unicorns
would be.
prettier than me, I will find them. I will follow them, and no one will ever see those unicorns again.
alright, and then a save on render. Starlight, Coco aren't needed here, and none of the bases are either. Structure, I need to keep that there. None of these are needed. That's not needed, and that's not needed. Okay, so in here, lipstick, mustache, Starlight Cocoa, bases. Actually, yeah, I do that. And these. Delete.
Find them. I will follow them.
Here, lip sync, mustache, rarity. Toot toot toot.
And no one will ever see it.
You can notice the difference in the
I
frame
will
rate.
find them. I will follow them. And no one.
So
The unicorn
it actually runs
prettier than
fine
me.
now with all
I
the
will
other stuff
find
removed.
them. I will follow them. And no one will ever see those unicorns again.
Yeah, so this is the only one that's going to be tough out of the render.
Ah!
I think I'm going to extend this just a little bit for render reasons.
If there are.
Okay, so I think that makes it. Oh, and even this can have bases removed, mustache removed. We added a mustache for her.
No one will ever see those
Good.
unicorns again.
Perfect.
Get rid of these. Get rid of these.
Rip a mustache.
That should help a
See
little
those
bit.
unicorns again.
Yep, that helped with the frame rate. That'll just reduce render time. It's not like it matters. I'm going to start it tonight and let it go until morning.
Mm.
So, actually, I just thought I would be done about 8. Expecting distractions. And I did.
Oh, there you go.
So perfect. I could probably rename it from June 22nd.
Wow.
I was in a bad habit of just naming it, and so I named it the
June
date.
22nd, the day that you started?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Well, it's only about 1 month for that then.
For only working on stream, and
Only
1
on
week was
stream.
not.
Yep, and 1 week no. So,
1 week
yeah,
no.
That's pretty good.
So
Pretty
not too
good.
bad. Anyways, so I was just gonna go to that's done, and because I don't want to start anything new. Next Tuesday, I don't know what I'm gonna do for stream. I'm just gonna do something goofy or something stupid. I don't want to get involved into anything before leaving. So
Play a video game like every other streamer on the internet.
no.
Mustache.
So okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for stream. So I'll be back on next Tuesday, but I'm not streaming Friday because I'm gonna be in Baltimore
He's going to be in someplace cool.
doing cool things with cool people.
The rest of us are going to sit here in dumb Minnesota.
The thing is in the back of my head, I actually don't want to go right now because of work and everything. I'm more worried about that stuff. So in the back of my head, I'm like,
I'm actually glad that I'm not going to BronyCon this year because I also have a lot of work bullshit going on at the exact same time. We started up 3 different projects today. You want to guess how long my workload is? I don't even know because I didn't count. It's months. I am booked for months on data sheets and also on drafting work and on
Data sheets, exciting.
everything else. I literally have I have data sheets. I have drafting work. I have actual print work. I have pushing PCBs up the line. I also have to do everything for the labels and for product marking. I luckily only have to do like the tail end of a lot of it, but it's still like it's hundreds and hundreds of hours that I just got it just today.
we gotta have it done next week.
Oh yeah, it's always up by next week. Always up by next week.
Anyway, all right. I'll see you guys next week, and some of you maybe Friday next week. Okay, who knows? All right. Where's Miss? Oh yeah, you
Where's
guys.
Kit Kat? Kit Kat. Oh, there's Kit Kat. I'm actually surprised you haven't done that one with the what was it? Did Eyebrow do it, or who did the animated Rainbow Dash version of that one?
See you guys later.
Yep.
Oh,